So you want to build your YouTube channel to get more leads for your business and build your personal brand, but you just don't have any time. And look, I totally get it. Running a business is already a full-time job and spending hours and hours making videos just isn't realistic. But what if I told you you could do it in just 1 hour per week? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down my ultra efficient system that lets you create YouTube videos fast without sacrificing quality so you can stay consistent, grow your audience, and get leads even on a tight schedule. So this is the pipeline that you need to follow in order to make a YouTube video in just 1 hour per week. So we start off with ideation, then we make the title, then we plan out the video, then we film the video, we edit it, we upload it, and we do the thumbnail. And these are the different time frames or time limits that you need to put on each section of the process of making these videos. So let's actually break this down. Step number 1 is to start off with the video idea. And we need to come up with a video idea before we do anything else, because the idea of your video is the single most important part of the whole thing. Just remember this, your idea sets the video's potential, and then your title, thumbnail, and the rest of everything you do determines how much of that potential you unlock. So when it comes to coming up with a video idea, you don't want to overthink it. All you need to do is choose something that provides value to your target audience. It really is that simple. So the question you need to ask yourself is this: what problem does my audience face that I can solve in around 10 minutes? What problem does my audience face that I can solve in around 10 minutes? That's really the core of what you're trying to do when it comes to coming up with a video idea. You don't really care about coming up with an idea that gets millions of views because you're a business owner who's trying to make valuable videos to get more leads for your business. So it's not about how many views can I get, it's about what value can I provide in order to solve a problem, to attract my ideal viewer to my channel so that I can then send them on to my business and hopefully work with them that way. So there's 2 ways to do this. There's sparking and spotting, and these are the 2 idea generation techniques that I use to come up with the videos on this channel and generate leads to my business. So let's start off with sparking. Sparking is basically when you are sitting down and a spark of inspiration comes to you and you go, oh, that will be a really good video idea. So for example, I was speaking to someone in one of my communities and they said, Oscar, how do you make YouTube videos faster? That was my spark of inspiration, and now I'm actually sitting down making this video. It took me less than 5 minutes to come up with this video idea. The same goes with, you might be scrolling on Twitter, or you might be reading the news, or you might be listening to a podcast and they just say something and you go, oh, that's a really good video idea. I will make a video on that. So that's the sparking method. This is kind of when inspiration comes to you, a spark of inspiration comes to you. But the spotting method is different. Spotting is when you basically go out and you look for a specific video idea on YouTube itself. So you try and spot video ideas that are proven to work and you take that idea as your starting point. For example, you might go on YouTube and you might search other channels in your niche or different niches and you see what videos that they're doing are performing the best, and then you take that idea as your starting point and you improve on it in some way, shape or form. So it doesn't really matter which technique you use, just don't spend more than 5 minutes on this. Maybe you've listened to something recently or someone said something and you've gone, oh, that's a good video idea that will provide value for my audience, in which case do that. Or use the spotting method where you might go on your competitors' channels, you see their best performing videos, and you make something that's based on something that's already working on their channels. That's the spotting method. Choose one, but don't spend more than 5 minutes on it. So once you've got a really good video idea, we can then move on to coming up with a title for your video. Now, you need to remember that you can have the best video in the world, but if your title completely sucks, then no one's ever going to click on that video. So the title is really, really important. Now, I could give you all this different advice on do this and do this and do this, but honestly, I've just created a ChatGPT prompt, and this is what I use to come up with every single title on this channel and my main channel that's got over 1 million subscribers. This is how I come up with all my titles now. I just put my video idea into this ChatGPT prompt, and you can download it completely free by clicking the first link in the description. So this is the prompt here. All you do is you type in your video idea, and then it's just going to generate a whole bunch of really good titles. Let me give you an example. So let's just say my video idea was something to do with having the right mindset to run Facebook ads. This is completely random. I just press enter, and it just comes up with 20 really good, high converting YouTube titles. Go through them, choose one that you like, and then just stick to it and move on. So in this case, if I was using this, I might use something like Facebook ads don't work unless you think like this. That might be the title I use. Boosh, move on. Now, again, you can download this prompt completely free by clicking the first link in the description, so go and get it now. It's going to save you hours and hours. So once you've done your idea and you've done your title, the next thing we need to do is start actually planning out your video, and this is going to take no more than 10 minutes. So this is how we do it. Basically, when it comes to planning out your YouTube videos, if you're trying to get it done in less than an hour, you cannot be writing word for word scripts. You simply don't have the time. So if you've got this mindset where you need to write scripts and write things word for word, get rid of that right now, because I'm telling you categorically that there's no way you can do a YouTube video in an hour if you're scripting everything out word for word. Instead, what you need to do is use bullet points. Bullet points is what I'm doing right now. I'm not reading any scripts. I'm just talking off the top of my head, and I'm following the bullet points that are popping up on the screen. I think this is the best way to come up with actionable and valuable videos that you can make very, very quickly, but also provide value to your ideal viewer. However, when it comes to doing bullet points, I'm not just saying you have a whole bunch of things and you just start rambling on about them. You still need structure to your video. So this is the structure that I recommend you follow. It's called the Hive formula. And this again is how I structure all of my videos that have tens of millions of views on my main channel and the super high converting videos on this channel as well. They all follow the Hive formula. Hive stands for hook, intro, value, end screen. Hook, all you're going to do is hook in the viewers in the first 10 seconds. Intro, you just provide credibility and say why you're someone who actually is an authority in this space. V stands for value, and this is just where you have your 3 to 5 bullet points that actually solve a problem for your ideal viewer. So that's where the real meat and the value of the video lies. And then end screen is you're just going to tell viewers what to do next. So that might be to go to your website if you're trying to convert them into leads. That might be to send them to another one of your videos if you want to do that. But this is basically the formula that you should follow. And again, I've made a 100% completely free template for you on your future videos to follow. Click one of the links in the description and you can download it there. And this template here is going to be what you can use in all your future videos when you're doing bullet points, and it will save you hours and hours of time. Step number 4 is to then actually film your YouTube videos, and this is going to take you around 20 minutes or so. Now, this is really funny because what you need to do now is literally just turn the camera on and start recording. You've got everything you need to succeed. You've created a video. Obviously, you've got to be an expert in your niche, and you should be able to provide some value to your ideal viewer. All you need to do is record you speaking about this thing and then basically put it online. And the number of people, they do all of this stuff and then they get to the filming, and this is where they freeze up or they don't feel like it and they just don't film the video. The number of people I work with, and this is the exact problem they have, is astronomical. So this is what you need to do. When it comes to filming your videos, don't wait to feel ready. I'll be honest, 10 minutes ago when I started filming this video, I really didn't feel like it either, but I stepped through the discomfort and I just did it anyway, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to create a video and put it online in less than an hour. The next thing I want to talk to you about is your actual YouTube filming setup, because here's the thing, so many people, they think they need the perfect lighting and the perfect camera and the perfect microphone and the perfect everything in order to actually film the video in the first place. And again, this just couldn't be further from the truth. The real reason people are going to enjoy your video and like it and then maybe want to work with you and buy from you is because what you're saying provides actual value. They're never going to work with you because you've got a nice lighting and a good 4K camera. I mean, that's nice. It helps. If you have the luxury of doing that, like I'm very lucky to have a permanent setup, then of course leverage that. But especially when you're starting out, don't wait for the perfect everything, because you're never going to put out videos, okay? You need to produce videos in the first place. You then start getting leads, start getting an ROI, and then over time you can upgrade your setup. So I'm not sitting here saying you should have a bad setup. What I'm trying to say is don't wait for the perfect lighting, the perfect moment to start recording these videos. Use what you have, actually film the videos, spend no more than 20 minutes or so doing it, and just don't wait for perfection. I can tell you right now that the YouTuber who puts out 1 video per week for 52 weeks that aren't perfect will be so much further ahead after a year than the YouTuber who puts out 8 videos because they were trying to make all the 8 videos absolutely perfect. The other thing people say is, look, Oscar, I'd love to do this. I just can't speak to the camera on bullet points. I need to script things out word for word. The truth is, this is just a skill that you've got to learn. You're talking about your niche, which you already should be an expert in, and therefore you've just got to learn how to talk to the camera as an authority in this niche. Again, the only way you do that is by actually doing it. So again, don't let perfection hold you back. Don't let this idea of having the perfect script and the perfect everything hold you back. Just sit down and film the video. Now, in terms of the actual video format, I recommend you use the iPad split screen technique that I'm using right now. This is literally when you just have a screen recording on your iPad and then you just film your face separately, and then in post-production in like 5 minutes you can just put them together, and it means there's 0 editing costs. The retention is really high because there's always something going on screen, and you also, they're just very easy videos to make. If you want my templates and everything that I use in order to actually make these videos, then check out YouTube Creator Pro, which is my coaching program. I teach it all inside there. Awesome. So now we've done this, the final thing you need to do is edit, upload your video, and then do the thumbnail. And this is going to take you around 20 minutes or so. So all you've got to do, if you're using the iPad split screen technique, is just sync up the screen share with the actual video recording, then just go back and forth a few times, make some cuts, cut out the dead space, and this will take you, 10, 15 minutes. And then from there, you just need to do your thumbnail. The thumbnail can literally be a screenshot of your video. This is a guy called Dan Bolton who's absolutely killing it on YouTube. This is just a screenshot from one of his videos. This is Will Brown. He's making $500,000 per month from YouTube. This is just a screenshot from one of his videos. So you don't need the fanciest thumbnail in the world to be successful on YouTube. You just need to take a screenshot, put it on there, and put the video out so people actually see it. Now, here's the important advice I want to give you. Perfectionism, as I've said many times in here, is the biggest killer. Done is better than perfect. So if you're a busy business owner and you've only got an hour or so to film these videos, just make the video and stop worrying about perfectionism. I can tell you categorically that the YouTube creator who uploads one video per week for 52 weeks will be miles ahead of the one who uploads once a month because they're trying to get everything perfect. Okay? Now, the other thing you've got to have is the right call to actions in your YouTube videos because you're trying to send people from your video to your business in order to generate leads. And there's a specific technique that you should use in order to have really strong call to actions. So watch this video here where I break down exactly how to do call to actions properly in YouTube, and I'll see you there.